The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, the credit union, and St. Francis Health System. And now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and we welcome you to the Frank Haith Show. I'm Bruce Howard, joined by the head coach of the University of Tulsa basketball team, Frank Haith. And boy, this past week, huge wins at home. They're always huge when you're tied for first, but you've set yourself up for a tremendous finish here in the American Athletic Conference.
Yeah, you know, as we came off the road, the South Florida game, you know, we were looking at what was ahead of us. And, we had Houston and South Florida as 2 road games. And we had like a stretch of 3 home games. We knew we had to take care of business, and I thought our guys did a great job.
And now on the road for the Golden Hurricane as they go to Temple, playing in Philadelphia, and then finish out the regular season at Wichita State. The important thing is Tulsa right now tied for first in the American at 12-4, and we'll go through all the scenarios a little bit later on in the program. Up next, it's Tulsa-Tulane at home at the Reynolds Center. We're back on the Frank Haith Show. The University of Tulsa playing host to Tulane. And Coach, what are the concerns when you've beaten a team on the road and now later in the year everybody changes a little bit? You know, teams are different a little bit. What are your concerns at second meeting, even if it's at home?
Well, it doesn't matter because teams are well coached, and they're going to come in and prepare based on what you did the first time to them. So we knew Tulane would make some adjustments, but they also were playing better. They had coming off two straight wins, and we knew that they were coming in with some confidence, and our expectation was we're going to see a different Tulane team.
Yeah, absolutely, and a team that was very young and lots of new players for Tulane and playing their best ball of the year because they finally kind of got it together a little bit. As we join you from the Reynolds Center, here's a look at Tulane and Tulsa getting ready to go at the Reynolds Center. And here in the early going, Manny Ugbo gets a basket. Always good to see him score early.
It really is, you know, and he had good post-up positioning, great pass by Brandon, and a really good finish. They play this matchup zone. I thought we knew we were going to have to be patient, and they made some adjustments in it. Some things we got the first time were not available the second time, and we had some good movement here, and obviously see 2 big threes by Jariah and Lawson to start the game.
And Lawson Carita would make another one for you right here off the good assist from Hill, and you're off to a great start.
Great start, and almost too great a start, almost, because I think it came really easy for us with our ball movement, squeezing the defense, and then we were knocking down shots, and we go up, I think 19-6 here. Correct. Now we're getting inside, and that's what we did the first time against them. Again, good ball movement, good attack, and then good sharing.
Yeah, and you've gone outside, you've gone inside, and it can't get a whole lot better than 19-6. But as you mentioned, maybe a little too easy, huh?
Yeah, and because I think we got a little comfortable, and then all of a sudden they get the confidence, and then it's game on. And good drive and attack there. Dry. He has a good mid-range, and so it's good to see that going sometime. And but they started making some threes, and take the lead right there after our good start, and we were having to continue to move the ball, and there's Dry knocking down a big shot here late in the half.
Yeah, it gives you the lead again, and after this 3-pointer by Lawson Carita, who's playing tremendous right now for you, that gives you a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Lawson's really playing great basketball, but they got some shot makers. I think that's the thing about Tulane. They got guys that can go get their shot off the bounce.
And they would take a halftime lead of 33-30. No panic, certainly, but you are a little concerned about the way the second half of that first half went, huh?
Yeah, well, because we knew we had to, it was a rhythm game, in terms of they were going to play their 3-quarter press back to zone, and so we're going to be a lot of possessions, and you couldn't let Tulane get away from it.
Yeah, and for the Hurricane, now you see it's a 6-point lead, which was their largest lead for Tulane, and Brandon Rochelle, good to see him penetrate and score.
Yes, and then there's Brandon with the active hands, and now we're getting out on break. Excellent pass to Jariah for a layup. Eli.
Yeah, and to me, it's hard to overstate how difficult a pass that was and what a good pass it was.
On the move, off the bounce, great pass.
And again, now TU down by 4. And Eli Joyner with a big 3-pointer for you.
Yeah, and we knew we were going to have to make some shots against them because their defense was, like I said, made some adjustments, did a good job guarding us. Tough shot there by Brandon, but getting that ball in that high post area gave us the lead.
So you take the lead, and then you extend the lead, and again, Lawson Carita doing really good work for you and knocking down shots, first of all.
Yeah, and that's a really good play by Brandon right there, squeezing the defense. I think at one point in time earlier, you were seeing Brandon force that up, the nice pivot and making a pass right there.
And you have a steal, which leads to Martin Zigbanu, patient, and as good a post move as you could see with the pivoting.
Yeah, just really patient in there and going to score the ball. Again, nice pass by Brandon and a good and one finish by Martins.
And the Hurricane going up 49-46. Martins would miss that free throw, so you see the score still at 3, and they tie it.
Yeah, they like I said, they had shot makers. And as a kid, Walker hitting a tough 3 right there, contested.
And Brandon Reschel had kind of struggled from 3, but gets a good skip pass from Carita and nails that one. That was great to see.
That was a big 3, and sharing the ball, trusting each other, and having some confidence and knock down an open shot.
Down the backstretch you go, and it's still clearly a ball game, only a 2-point lead, and now Tulane is up by 1.
Again, shot makers. Hightower makes a contested shot. Lawson's right there in his face. But we go back inside. Good execution after ATO, getting a high-low pass to Martins.
And Martin Zigbanu again with a tremendous game for TU. He would have 23 in the contest, and that's not an easy shot. Your defense wasn't bad there.
No, just a pull-up J inside of 3 and contested. But a big 3 right here by Dreyer.
Yeah, that one coming with just over 3 minutes to play in the game gives Tulsa a lead that they would not relinquish the lead, because of great defense.
Yeah, we finished so strong, protecting the basket on that end of the court, and wasn't the prettiest of assists, but it was a great play by Eli. Keeping his focus and finishing that pass.
So here the Hurricane trying to break the press. Got fouled on that one on the step through, and the important thing is you're making free throws here at the end to seal things up.
Yeah, and that's how you win in March, is go to that line with some confidence and make some free throws. You see Martins and Dreyer both played well, but Lawson's 12 points were huge, and our field goal percentage numbers were really good. And we did with Tulane. We held them under 40%, even though they shot 36% from three-point line.
Yeah, and you go 10 for 20 from the three-point, beyond the three-point arc. That was huge for you. You needed every one of those, didn't you?
Needed every one of them, but it started a trend of us shooting the ball better from the three-point line.
So the Hurricane victorious over Tulane. It sets up another home date against UCF, a team that had beaten Tulsa just a couple of weeks ago in Orlando. Highlights of that game coming up next. We're back on the Frank Haith Show. The Golden Hurricane, after the midweek win against Tulane, again now in a tie situation in first place, 3-way tie with Cincinnati. So you know all of those important things. You have UCF that beat you a few days ago, and it's senior day. There's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts in this game, aren't
there?
they?
Yeah, and UCF's a tough out. They've beaten Cincinnati on the road, so they're very capable and are playing well on the road. And they have confidence because they beat us. So we knew we were going to play a team that's very physical and do a lot of good things out there, and they shoot the ball well.
Yeah, and Tulsa did not have Brandon Reschel in the earlier loss in Orlando, but they have him back. And there you see senior day. And what are the emotions? I guess it's different with every single player, isn't it? The emotions of senior day.
It is. Obviously a couple of years ago we know how Junior handled it, and he struggled. But, you just never know how guys are going to handle it. And I thought both these guys handled it well.
Absolutely. It was a senior-driven win for the Golden Hurricane. You get it down low. Martin Zigbanu with a classic pivoting, swiveling move, and he scores.
Yeah, we recognized the mismatch and transition, and there's Martin early getting on the offensive glass. He's rebounding much better here late in the year than he was early in the year.
And we mentioned Brandon Reschel, who is healthier and healthier every game. That's a nice spin move, got a lot of contact, no call, but got the bucket.
Yeah, now seeing him drive the ball and do those things now, he's feeling a lot better. Good execution right there with a get behind Isaiah drive and a field behind by Dreyer.
And so you take the early 5-point lead. UCF would battle back to knock it down to 2, but here's Lawson Carita with a nice move.
Yeah, driving the basketball and finishing with his left hand. Really nice move.
And then moments later, he would do what he does so well when playing well, and that's hit one from the corner.
Yeah, and nice penetration by Reggie there, finding him. And but ready hands, ready feet on that 3.
Moments later, it'd be Jariah Horn who would nail that one. And so good to see Jariah really get it going, huh?
Yep, and good execution. Getting his, like I said, getting himself set, and then and obviously we do go inside here to Martin's, but there's Darren Jackson getting on the offensive glass. He and Brandon both are right there.
And you notice where he came from, about 18, 20 feet out, just flying in there for that offensive rebound. Come up with a loose ball as well.
Yeah, nice execution there by Darren, not panicking and finding Lawson there for an open three.
And at the end of the half, you're up by 4, and now you're up by 6. And what a play.
Yeah, what a play by Darren, just going to get that second shot over their bigger guys and being explosive and finishing above the rim. And, he can do that. And we've encouraged him to offensive rebound a lot more.
Terrific job by Darian Jackson. So at halftime, you're up by 6, but neither team is really shooting well.
No, both teams are struggling from the floor. I mean, that's typical when you play a team for the second time. Teams kind of scout you and make it tougher for you. But we knew we had to come back and have the same 20 minutes of defensive effort. And we started with, we knew they were going on the ball screens right here, so we set a play, try to get Dry open look, and he knocks it down in the second half.
And the Hurricane now up by 9 in the game, and they would extend that lead a little bit before UCF would make a terrific comeback, and you can see Tulsa's up by 6. And now inside, Martin Zigbanu.
Yeah, big time move going over his right shoulder there. They were sending the double team from the other side. He went away from the double team, good finish with his left hand.
And again, you can see Tulsa trying to inch their way to a double-digit lead, and they get that double-digit lead on that jumper by Brandon Reschel. Actually, that was a 2 because his foot was on the line, so it was a 9-point lead for you.
You can see how far they're playing off of us, and we needed to make these shots. Again, Brandon's got good space because they're backing off you, and we were fortunate enough to knock down some of these shots.
Yeah, and there's your double-digit lead for the Hurricane, up by 10, and it'd be Lawson Creed on the backdoor cut.
Yeah, great pass by Jariah and one of our flow offenses, and obviously Lawson, good finish.
Doing a good job here, obviously still playing good defense, and there's a patented Joyner basket for you. He gets big ones for you, doesn't
he? And obviously the game is real tight there, and he makes a nice big 3, and this is a great job rotation on Zay in the defense. Nice pivot, good attack closeout. Right here, nice one more by Darren to Jariah in the corner.
So Jariah Horn with that basket, again, giving Tulsa their largest lead at 13. And another good pass and a good tap in here for Eli.
Yeah, Eli wanted that offensive rebound. It was a great pass by Marty. But good stay with it, way to stay with it.
And you can see the lead down to 8, and UCF not going away. They hit that 3, and it's a 5-point game for you.
Yeah, the kid Mahan made 3 straight threes, and there's a second one right there, and they got right back in the game, and we didn't score, and he made some shots and got loose, but this was a big 3 right here by Lawson.
Yeah, and the shot clock running down, and Lawson takes it from a 2-point game to a 5-point game. And now you're still up only 2, and Lawson makes another huge play.
And he follows with a pull-up J, and then he gets a steal right here. And he gets undercut right there on the shot, and good finish. And I love the excitement from his teammates.
Yeah, they mob him underneath the basket, and that wrapped it up. It gave Tulsa a 10-point lead, and what a way to finish. A 20-point performance, a new career high for Lawson. He thought about dunking it, but then discretion the better part of valor, and he ends up getting the flagrant one and ends up with the free throw to make the final margin 11 at 65-54. But what a terrific way for Lawson to finish out his home regular season career with 20 points, and obviously you got good performances by others as well.
Yeah, actually, if you talk to Lawson, he says that was a dunk, but he actually played his butt off, and I'm so proud of him. And but we had a good team win. I mean, that was a great team win in terms of our defense down the stretch and to finish the ball game.
And for those seniors, the ink not dry yet. Got another chapter to write, right?
Yeah, obviously we got 2 more games this week and a conference tournament to look forward to, but really important week coming up.
No doubt about that. We'll talk about that in just a little bit when we continue on the Frank Haith Show. We're back on the Frank Haith Show and on the Don Thornton Cadillac feature segment. Well, it was senior day, no doubt about it, on Saturday, and it was very emotional and a great finish for Lawson Corita and Martin Zigbanu in their home regular season career. And we asked the other players what they thought of the graduating seniors here in TU basketball.
Lawson and Martin, Man, you guys know you two were the reason why I came to the University of Tulsa. You know, you were here on my visit, and you guys mean a lot to me, and I'm proud of the way that you guys handled your senior year. I feel like you guys did it the right way through the summer and everything. You pushed us to our limits, and you made sure that we stayed on track. And I love you. Y'all will be my brothers forever.
You seniors, you've done a lot for us, and you've kind of paved the way for us to make it to where we are now, so thank you.
Martins and Lawson, thank you for accepting me. You guys have been great teammates, really hard workers, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for this team.
Martins and Lawson, I appreciate you guys. You guys took me in as a freshman. You guys showed me what it is to be a part of this basketball team. And I appreciate you guys for everything you've done for this program, so thank you, for real.
Lawson, Martins, we'll miss you guys. I know it's just only been a year. I didn't really get the experience playing with you guys, but I practiced with you guys, and I love you guys. You're great leaders. You work hard, and we love you. Thank you.
Lawson, I love you, man. Keep doing your thing. Wish you better luck as you progress from this place. Marty, you already know how it is, man. We've come too far. We can't let down, man. Keep pushing, bro. Best of luck.
Lawson and Marty, I ain't gonna say too much, but y'all know what's going on. I love y'all. It's only up from here.
Martins and Lawson, you'll be my brothers forever. If you need anything, you always hit my line. I appreciate you guys for showing me the ropes and making me become a better man.
Martins and Lawson, man, I just want to thank you all so much for making my transition here extremely smooth. I've grown so much as a person, as a player, and I thank you all so much for that. You've definitely helped me out a lot. And I'll always be there for you if you ever need anything. You always know you can call me, and I'll be there to give my advice or do anything else that you all would need me to do. I love you all.
Martins, Lawson, first thing I would like to say is thank you for your commitment, your dedication, your hard work, being just tremendous student athletes, first and foremost. Then I would like to say just appreciate all you've meant to this program, what you brought from a leadership standpoint, and just your commitment to excellence. And I'm so proud of how you guys are finishing your senior year, both you guys. You're both playing your best basketball you have in your career. You're playing like you're trying to lead your team. Not trying, you are leading your team to postseason play. And it's really special to watch as a coach, just how involved and you are with your teammates and how much this means to you. You're gonna leave a legacy here, and hopefully there's a banner being hung, and you'll come back many years later for a reunion.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and as we take a look at the standings, Coach, there you are, right on top. 12-4, tied with Houston after Houston's win over Cincinnati on Sunday. But you're not worried about that. You're just worried about what you have to do, and obviously the next game is Wednesday against Temple.
Yeah, and that's our focus right now. You're playing on the road here. The last two games, it starts with Temple, a team that's very capable. They've had some huge wins in their building. I think just recently beaten Wichita State in there too. So we know we're going to be faced against on Wednesday night. But to be in play here with 2 games left, these kids should be commended for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And one good thing about what happened over the weekend is you clinched no worse than a 3rd seed in the upcoming tournament. That's big, isn't it?
That's big because that means you get a bye. That means you don't play the first day. And if you're going to win a conference tournament, you play one less game is a huge thing.
Absolutely. So, road warriors, hopefully for the Hurricane this week, as they're in at Temple, in Philadelphia, and then also finishing out the season at Wichita State. That wraps it up for this edition of the Frank Haith Show. So long, everybody.
The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, the credit union, and St. Francis Health System. The Frank Haith Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.